Alright guys, what I'm going to do, take my carburetor cleaner, just in case any oil's down here. I'm going to break that oil up. Yeah, like that. Get another can. I'm going to make sure all that stuff is out of there. This is one of the most important parts of a job, guys, is preparation. Just like if you're doing body work, the most important part is preparation.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now you cleaned out all the oil where the cylinder head bolts go, right? But when you put the cylinder head bolts in, you put oil on them.
Right, that's a small to lubricate the threads. The reason why I'm doing this, because if the hole is this long and you got oil down there or something down there up to here, when you're pushing down, you're going to get to a point where you're going to push down onto that oil and the torque is not going to be right.
I see.
So you got to clean all that out, and then you put, the lubrication on the threads. All right, you got that. Did that. And you're going to need to stand back a little bit. Now what we're going to do is take our blower, go out there, and clean out all that. Alright, and then we're going to go over and wipe all this stuff up. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that nice and cleaned up. Now guys, this part is super critical when you're doing this job. Take your fingernail, your thumbnail, and you want to go to the inside of the cylinder wall, and you want to run your fingernail up to the wall. If you feel like a little ridge, something where your fingernail will go up, then it will stop, and then it'll come out and go up. You got a ridge in there, and what you need is called a ridge remover. It's a tool that goes right here, and it cuts that ridge out. The reason why you want to make sure that's out of there, because if you're putting in new rings and all, and those new rings come up and hit that ridge, because that's what it is, where the rings stop at. You're taking a chance of it cracking those rings. This one is good, but as you can see inside here, it's a little scored up a little bit. Don't look all that great. So what you're going to do at this point is use what's called a honer, a cylinder honer. And what it is this tool right here, and it has these long stones on them. These stones are very, very fine, and it's spring loaded. So if I close it up, it comes out like that. And hook it onto a cordless drill. And what you want to do is also, that's right, get you a can of WD-40. You want to try not to go do this dry, because you don't want to damage anything. So it's just like a drill bit. You need a little lubrication, and the drill bit will cut a lot better. So put that to the side. Squeeze your arms in there, and go just like that. Then take the other hand, and you're going to be spraying and just go up and down the cylinder and take it out. And then look at the difference of like this cylinder compared to that one. Now, it's just taking out all any kind of debris, small scratches, but you definitely want to do that. Alright, let's do another cylinder together. And See, now right now I'm hitting the crank. So you want to make sure if you go down and hit the crank, just it's okay, but be careful because the thing can lock up sometimes. Let me see if it does it. Nah, but it'll lock up sometimes. So I just know how far down to go. And if you want, you can go reverse. See, I just hit it. Okay, and there we have it. And that looks really good. That looks really good. Alright guys, let's get the other 2 cylinders done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, you did great. Now guys, don't think you're done. Don't leave it like that. You cannot leave it like that. Now what you're going to do is take a can of... See, a piece of that stone came off? Yeah, good thing we caught that. It don't matter, it fell down anyway. Now what you want to do, because all that stuff that you took off went down, it's still in there, and it went down on the crank. And you can't have that. So now what you do is take some carburetor cleaner and you spray this all nice and clean. Alright, let's get that sprayed and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it done. Let's go in here. Let's wipe this up. Don't wipe inside there. You don't need. If you're gonna do it, you do it with a nice, clean, tack-free rag. All right.
Tack-free?
Something that don't get no stuff on it when you wipe. You know that lint. You know, tack-free.
Isn't it lint?
Tack-free, Sylvia. Man.
Like a microfiber.
Okay. Then when you do that, we almost ready. Take the rag. Oops. And let's cover these up because pretty much we're done with that part. Now we start putting things together. The first thing we're going to do is start off with is the water pump, because we got us a new water pump, and it's cool. The water pump we got came with actual new bolts on it. First thing we got to do, we loosen this, the timing belt tensioner. Take a note of where it's at. This little flat piece up here. I see it's up there, so good. Let's take this out. Okay. And just remember how that goes. And we got a little opening, a little square right there, opening on the water pump. So we know that tab right there goes right on it. So let's put this to the side. And let's get us something to get these bolts out of the water pump. Be right back. Alright guys, our water pump is held on by 6 8mm or 5/16 bolts. So what I'm going to use is a 8mm deep 3/8 drive. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 is way up under here. Let me put this on there. There's number 6. So we're gonna go around.
That was too fast. Nobody saw anything.
Okay,
let's get another.
Let's get another. Okay, and here's another one. Okay, there's 2 for Civi. All right, guys, let's get the rest of them off, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got all 6 bolts. Let's see if this water pump will come right off. Look at this. Look at that stuff inside there. They had some they definitely put some sealer in there. Look at this. And this, guys, this makes us kind of afraid. That hole's in your way, you can see that.
No, I can see.
This is kind of sucks, because if this stuff is in this water pump, chances are this stuff is in the radiator, and that sucks. And it makes me wonder, like, did the car overheat for this? I don't know, man. Why would you do it? Just fix the leak. Jesus Christ, man. What the heck is wrong with people? Well, tell somebody ain't got the money. Well, then don't drive. That's what public transportation is for cheap people. Look at that. Look at that stuff built up in there.
He didn't just stick that light right in my view. Really?
How's that, Sylvie?
Yeah, fine.
Look at that stuff in there. Let me, Alright guys, let me get a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Alright guys, this should go a passage right through there, going all through those cylinders we just cleaned up around there. Guys, I'm telling you, don't ever use this. Only people that really use this is that if you're in a dire need, stuck on the side of the road or something, you need to stop the leak, or used car dealerships. They love this stuff. As long as it gets to get out of the yard, and here in North Carolina, there's no warranty on used cars. Man, this thing is nasty. So what I'm going to do, guys, is now I'm going to pull the rag back a little bit, and this should go right out of there. So this is good because it gives you an idea of how it circulates through the engine, how it cools the engine off. Alright, let's wipe all this up and clean this up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got a new water pump, and as I said, it comes with the new bolts. Now guys, I'm going to show you a little trick, because when you get paper gaskets like this, I really don't trust paper gaskets too much as far as leaking and without putting anything on it. So what I like to do is take some weather stripping adhesive and just put a thin bead around where the gasket goes. Just a thin bead. And then can close this stuff up, man. This stuff sucks if it leaks. Take your gasket, set it down. And this one just got dowel pins on it, so that's cool. Now the reason why I do this is because if ever somebody has to do the water pump in the future, when they go to take this apart, the gasket will come right off with the water pump instead of onto the engine, and then they sitting there trying to scrape it all off and cursing me out because they saw my video, and my video is the one that's helping them do it. Alright, so once you get that, you got to keep on pushing this down because this stuff dries pretty quick, so keep on going around and pushing it. And then you're going to take a thin bead of gasket maker, just a thin bead, and just to seal up around there. So let's get our gasket maker and we'll be right back. Alright guys, got my gasket maker, and what I'm going to do is go around. You can see I'm putting a very thin layer. Alright, I know you guys are like, dang man, he did that. He ain't kidding. Look how Sylvia taught him good. Yeah, buddy. Just like that, guys. Okay. Now, let's grab our new bolts. Now to put this back on, I'm going to be using a 8mm deep 1/4" drive with a 1" 1/4" drive extension, a wobble extension, and my 1/4" drive ratchet. So let's get that ready. Let's go over here to the engine. Okay. Now remember, you got your dowel pins. You got your dowel pins right there and right there. This top one right here is going to line up right to that one right there. So that's your alignment. So you can just put that up there. What the heck, man? Why ain't this fitting in? There we go. Okay. Let's take our bolts, put them in by a couple threads so you don't cross thread them. Alright, let's do that and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I got my socket and extension down on the bottom of it that you can't see. And I'm just going to take this one and bring this now all the way in till it stops. Okay. Now tighten these up, guys. You want to tighten them up in a cross pattern. You just don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make sure you're going to cross pattern to make sure this is tightened up evenly. So what I'm going to do is start off with this one right here. And being that these are small bolts, that's why I'm switching over to a 1/4" drive ratchet, because you can't over tighten those. So you want to go till it stops and a little bit more. That's it. Alright, then I'm going to go down there to this bottom one. And that's the one that's hard to get to. Dang it, it's more harder to get to than I thought. There it is. Okay. Let's tighten up that one. Okay, then I'm going to go up to here, then down to here, and over to here, and wherever. There's one more on there, that's it. Tighten all up. Alright.
Got one on this side.
Down there, okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let's get those tightened up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that done. Man, this is starting to look really good. Next thing we're going to do, let's put our tensioner back. Got that little tab right there. That's going to go into the... Son of a biscuit.
Drop your bolt. Ow!
Alright, so let's get that lined up into there. And the bolt holes lines up to there. Alright, let's get this... Let's bring this in. Alright, man. This new parts look good. Alright guys, now that we got that done, before we get to the major part here, let's move over here to the side.
Hey, you don't have to tighten the bolt?
No, because that tightens up. That's the tensioner for the timing belt. So once we adjust the tension on it, then we tighten it up. Okay, Sibby?
I see.
You got it, Sibby? All right, guys. Over here where our thermostat housing is. Remember our thermostat housing? How it was all messed up. Okay, what we're gonna do?
So you're gonna clean it up and put it back?
That's right. Ain't my car. It's Sibby's car.
No.
Big bolt goes here. And then let's take out all these little bolts and let's go get our new thermostat and new thermostat housing. Be right back. Alright guys, first you need to take a rag and let's clean up inside of here. Get that nice and clean. Okay. And we go to the new parts. Okay. Ford. Look at that, guys. Look at the comparison. Yeah, buddy, somebody gonna be happy with this car. Look at this thing. Even it got so hot that started like it started melting. All right, and you can throw that in the garbage. And we got a new.
Wait 1 second. I lost focus.
For what?
I lost focus. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now the thermostat does come with that new gasket right there, but we got one already, so we ain't worried about that one.
Show them what gasket. Gasket
This
for the
gasket
other side.
right there. Okay, Sivvy?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Now, on your thermostat, you're going to have a jiggle pin. That little pin I'm jiggling right there. You want to make sure that pin is set at 12 o'clock. That's for bleeding purposes. Okay, you got your new gasket on, and your new gasket is going to have little ridges on it. Right there, and then around. That's to keep the thermostat in place. So you're going to take your thermostat, set it down in there. Make sure it's at 12 o'clock to the engine. Okay, right there. Then take your thermostat housing, put it up there. Take your bolts, put your bolts in there, turn them in by a couple threads so you do not cross thread them. And these are 8mm bolts. Now that thermostat with the gasket, a lot of times they will fit in there tight. This one don't, so be careful with that. Make sure it doesn't come out of there when you're doing that. Now you got a bolt way up under there, but we're not going to worry about that bolt yet. What we want to do, let's get this hose out of the way. We'll get our 8mm, same setup. And what I'm going to do here is bring these two bolts, this one and this one. I'm going to bring them in just a little bit, so that thermostat doesn't come out of place. Now, for that bolt way up under there, can you see that from your side?
Yes.
Alright, now guys, to do that, this is what I'm going to do. My gloves are messed up anyway, so pull a piece of the glove off, put it right there with the socket, and that way you do it like that. Then you can go up under there so you can see it, but I can't.
That's your problem.
Okay, alright then. You want to do me like that.
Man, I'm good at this.
It's because of me.
Okay.
Alright, now it looks like this extension might be too short. But let's see, where's my 1/4 inch? Okay, got my 1/4 inch ratchet. I'm going to go ahead and bring that one in till it stops. And then a little bit more. That's it. Let's get that thing out of there. Now I'm going to go crossways over here and do this one till it stops. And then a little bit more. Then I'm going to do this one and then the final one down here on the corner. Alright, let's get those done. We'll be right back. Okay. Great, guys. Man, that looks good. Look at those new parts bringing this engine back to life. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, let's grab our lower radiator hose right here. Put that on. Grab our
How come
pliers.
you didn't change the clamp?
I don't feel like it.
Alright. Don't complain about the clamp then.
I'm not. You see me complaining?
Alright.
You see me
Can
complaining?
you turn your light a little bit?
Well, right now I'm in the middle of doing
But
this.
can you do that? Because it's blinding us.
Dang it, man.
See, I don't hear nothing.
Cause of you.
Of course it is.
Trying to do something for you is
You trying to do what for me?
there.
Move the clamp?
Alright, fine. You know what?
Oh. Oh, now it's a good idea.
Give me this other one too. Get this other one over here. What the heck, man? Alright guys, let's go get some new clamps. We'll be right back. Alright guys, at Sylvia's request, we got 2 new clamps. So make life easier for her.
Easier for me, huh?
All right, put that on, and we got a clamp over here. Let's get this on and get this hose on too. All right, then take our same 8mm, and let's tighten up both of those clamps. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, man, this is looking good. This is looking real good. All right, let's take our bolt and stick back in there. The next thing we're going to do, guys, is move over. Let's pull this back, because now we're going to put on our brand new oil air separator. All right, where's the bolts at to that thing? Oh, dang it. Why didn't I put 3, 6, 7? Dang it, why did I put the bolts up there and I didn't put them back in there? Oh, I think I did to clean that up. Yeah, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Alright, is this a passage right there? No, it's just a bolt hole. At least, yeah, it's a bolt hole. So, you want to make sure, if you see something like that, you want to make sure you look at that and make sure it's not that. Alright, let's get our new one and we'll be right back. Alright guys, my bad. We didn't get that new part in yet. But what we did get, at Sylvia's request, is
everything at my request?
Because I wasn't going to change those. This is at your request. So that's why I'm saying it's at your request. So both knock sensors are identical. So you don't have to worry about getting them confused. So we got 10mm bolts holding them in. I'm going to be using my cordless impact with my 10mm shallow. And I noticed that both of them are going out like that. So let's get one. That's not connected to anything. Let's get our new one. Okay. Put it in the wrong. You see me trying to put it in the wrong place.
I can't see nothing. You blocking. In the wrong place?
Yeah. All right. Let's hold it up just about right there.
It's too high.
Alright, now if you're just using a ratchet, guys, matter of fact, we're going to do this one with a ratchet. Now this one, I notice, is going over here. And this one is connected. So we're going to make sure we connect that back to there. First of all, let's take it out. Get a new one. See guys, I know you guys like, they ain't playing. When they sell this car is going to have everything new. Alright, let's get this bolt in this. Let's bring this all the way in. And I have my regular ratchet over here. Got my cordless ratchet. But what you're going to do, if you want to tighten this up by hand, you just go till it stops, and then a little bit more. That's it, guys. Alright, then we're going to go down here and we're going to unplug it. Now to unplug it, you see that tab right there. You're going to squeeze that tab into the connector and then pull back. So squeeze it down and then pull back. Take the new one and just plug it up to the clicks. Alright? Alright, let's get that out of there. Alright. We are looking good, guys. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we don't have our air oil separator, so we can't put that in. But now we're going to move on to the good stuff, guys. The good stuff. We're going to start preparing our pistons and rods and get ready to install them. Alright, we'll be right back.